Hello friends, welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to look into a few DAX functions. The functions which we are going to look, they are going to achieve the same result, and we will look into what kind of function we should use if there are multiple ways of solving a problem. So the problem here, what we're going to show or demo in this video is, let's say we have a product hierarchy, and what we want to do is we want to calculate the share of each product based on the parent category. For example, we have a type, we have a product category, sector, region, and product. So the product is the lowest granularity. So we want to see within the same region what is the share of each product, and then within the sector we're going to see what is the share of each region, and then at the type level, which is the topmost hierarchy, we want to see what is the share of each sector. So basically, whatever granularity we are at, we are going to look the percentage within the parent of that particular level we are looking at. So here I have a simple matrix visual. What I have is I have two tables called product color and a table called table color. So if we look into those tables, so in the product color, what I have is a product with the multiple levels, a type, sector, region, actually product. This is a unique key, and then the product color. And then in table color, what I have is a product and the sales for each product, and then the relationship is one to many, because one product have many sales, or in the table color. So that is the relationship. Now here in the visualization, so I have the hierarchy, I have a type, industrial, and that's type is like the topmost in the hierarchy, and then I have the sector, and then I have the region, and then I have the product. So the question what we want to solve here is, for each region or each product, we want to see, okay, what is, so East has $140 sales in type A and in industrial, and what is the share of each product within that region. And then if we collapse this to selection, actually should have said the entire level. If we say collapse entire level, so what we want to see is, when we are looking at the region level, then we want to see is the industrial has a $440 sales, and what is the share of each region. And when we collapse the entire level, so then we want to see is industrial and office, what is the share within the sector. And so that's how we want to calculate it. So there's many ways to do this, and we all know how to do it, but I will walk through a couple of ways, and then we will look into why we use one over another depending on the use case. So the first and the foremost part is, let's look at the product and get the product share percentage against each region. So what we need to do is, let's write a new measure here quickly. So the measure will be, let's say, what we first need is a region sale for the group. So what we can say is region sale, and I'm going to use a remove filter function. So what we want to do here is calculate. I have a sum total, sum color, I think sum sales color. Yeah, so that's just a simple sum. And then what I can do is remove filters from the product color product table column. So what I'm doing here is, if we look at this, is what I'm saying here is I remove remove the filter from this product, and then give me the sum. So if I bring that in here, what we expected to see here is, so as you can see, for this region, East region, the region total sales is 140, which is made up of these 5 products, and that's what we are getting, the 140. And North has 160 sales, and then made of these 5 products, and that's what we're getting. Now it's easy, 50 divided by so this sum sales color divided by region sales will give the share of that particular region. So this is only working at this level. And now let's say what we want to do here is, what are the other ways to do it. I'm just going to stick to the product for now, and then we maybe in the second video we will look into the calculating the percentage of the sector and also the type, but let's stick to the product in this video to make it easy to understand. So that's the one way of what we did is we said region sales remove filter. So what the another way to do is region sales is a all selected. So I will call it all selected. So what we can do is again sum sales color, and then what I will use is all selected product color product. So I will show you how this is what's happening here. So again, the same result within the east, we are getting the total. So basically when we say all select, looking at the row context, all these sector type sector and the region are row filter passed to the filter context. And so when we said all selected, so basically we are selecting all the products within that range and still having the row filter go to the filter contacts, and that's why we are seeing everything. So this is working perfectly fine. So now there is one another way to do that. So let's do one another way, and I will then explain what's happening and where the issues we're going to run into. So let's call the third one region sales. I will say call it values. So again, what this function is going to be, so we're going to say sum sales color, and then we say all selected, and in all selected you can give the column name or the table name. So what we can say is we select all the product table, whatever is selected currently, so full table, and then now if I use it as it is, it will give me the wrong result. But let's quickly see what the result is going to be. So this should be the total sales what we have, which is sorry, it should be not all selected product, that's a different table. So it's all selected product color, because that's the one I'm using on the hierarchy. So what I should be seeing here, so total sales, which is 1790, because we removed the filter from our product table. So now what we want is the region sale of the region at the product level. So what we can do here is with the values we can apply the filter back. So that would be product type. Sorry, I should be using a correct table. So I will tell you guys what we're doing here. Let me write this: Meyer product color sector and the product color region. So what this would do is it will return the correct numbers, and I'll tell you why. Here you go. So this is now all three ways. So we have remove filter, we have all selected, and we have a region sales values, and then we get the correct result. So what the values we are doing is, first we are all selected product color. It means the whole table is selected, and then we are passing the values product color type. We are passing a row context to the filter context. So we are passing values return a table. So in this, let me explain here. So when I'm at this row P16, the values is going to return a type A, and values type A for the my type. For sector it is going to return industrial, and for region it is going to return east, and then we are applying with the values the filter back, and that's why we are getting the correct total. So this is all working fine. Now there are many ways to, so we already saw three ways to solve this and get the number, and now we can divide sum sales color by any of this Meyer, and that will give us the share percentage of each product within the region. So why I want to use a remove filter or versus all selected versus value. So let me show you one thing here where this function will, which function is more scalable. So if you remember, let's go back to the product color table. So what we have is we have a type, sector, region. So one type has many sectors, and one sector has many regions, and one region has many product is unique. and the color is an attribute of a product. So if I use color as part of my hierarchy, let's say if I want to see the color as well in my visualization, so now we added the color in here as well. So if I now expand to color, let's expand to the one only product. So look what's happening here. So some sales color is, of course, P16 is a red and the sales is 10. And look at the remove filter. We have a sales of 10. Now it is not 140. When we say region sales, it's only giving me the region sales of the P16, but not the east sale. And if we look at the all selected, the same problem. But when we look at the region sales values, we are getting the correct value, 140. And the question comes down to is why this is happening. So let's go back to the each measure. So what we did is in the region sales remove filter, what we are removing the filter from the product, only product column, but there is still a filter coming from color, which is at the same granularity as the product, and that's why the color is filtering this measure and giving us only the product sales. So if I change in this one, instead of just saying remove filter on the product, I need to also remove the filter on the color. So product color, and this is color here. So that will fix it. Here you go. So it's 140 now. So what we, because we removed the filter on the product and also on the color because on the same granularity. So now this is working fine. So similarly, if I go with the P16 next color on the all selected, the same problem, because we selected all the product, but still the filter is applied from the row filter. Now this explains very well, the row filter is still getting applied to the filter context. So what we need to do here is again the same thing, product color, and then we say color, and it should fix. Here you go. So now we are looking at the color level. So we are seeing all selected also giving the correct number. But in case of the region sales values, which was our third measure, we will look, it worked fine. The reason it worked fine is because we selected all the product table. So in that particular case, it selected the full product table, and then we applied only the filter what we needed. So we applied the filter type, we applied the filter sector, and we applied the filter region, and that's why it worked. So we never applied the filter of product and color, and that's why it is automatically worked in this case. So again, this is interesting. What you want to see if your hierarchy is going to change, it's very less likely it would happen. But again, now you can see you can have the same calculation with 3 different ways. Of course, there would be a performance implications and testing and all that need to be get done, which will work faster than the other one. Remove filter and all selected are the second one, the remove filter and the all selected product and color will be faster. Remove filter is, the DAX function came pretty late and probably a year ago. So basically internally it converts it's a sugar coated and basically becomes all selected product and product color. End of the day, you want to make sure like how you're calculating these things and what you want to do, which function to use. But at least the purpose of this video was to explain how you can have remove filters on a column, a remove filter on a or all selected on column, or all selected on a full table, how that make the difference and how we can still achieve the same result. Again, in the next video, part 2 of this video, what we will do is we will calculate the the total for the next parent level. For the for east region, we will have the industrial total and which is sector, and for the sector we will get the a type total, and then we will look into what DAX function we're going to write for that. Pretty much the same functions, but we will complete this whole solution, get the final result, calculating the percentage of the parent category, how values, remove filters, all selected worked, and all selected table versus all selected columns. And again, thanks for watching. Do subscribe my channel. Until next video, have a good day. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.